The random variable x is such that x is a binomial distribution where n, meaning the number of trials, is 25, and p, the probability, is something we need to figure out potentially here, and the variance is 5.75. Part A asks, what are the possible values of p, the probability? Here, when we say the probability, this is the probability of one specific success. So, what's the probability of one success? If the variance is 5.75 and the number of trials that's done is 25. Well, here's the thing, we know that the variance of x in general for these types of distributions, for binomial distributions, are npq, where q is just 1 minus p. So actually, I'm just going to put 1 minus p here instead, rather than getting mixed up with more variables than we actually need. In this case, we already know that variance is 5.75, so I'm just going to sub in 5.75 for variance. And we also know that n is 25, so 25 times p times 1 minus p. And then we need to figure out the possible values of p here. Because the thing is, they need to be between 0 and 1 inclusive, and they also need to match this equation. So all we need to do now is solve this equation. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5.75 divided by 25. 5.75 divided by 25 gives me 0.23. So that means p times 1 minus p is equal to 0.23. Then I'm going to multiply this through and get p minus p squared equals 0.23. That means that 0 is equal to p squared minus p plus 0.23. So then I'm going to use the quadratic formula, where a, our coefficient of p squared, is 1, our b, which is our coefficient of p, is -1, and c, our constant, is 0.23. So p is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And if we punch that in our calculator, we're going to get, let's see, 4 times 0.23, and then 1 squared minus that is 0.08. The square root of 0.08 is about 0.2828. So this is going to be 1 plus or minus the square root of 0.08 divided by 2, and that is equal to either positive 0.2828 approximately plus 1 divided by 2, which is about 0.64 approximately, or the other potential option is that it's about, let's see here, that it's about 0.36. And so therefore, the probability of one success is approximately either 0.64, a 64% chance, or a 36% chance, right? We don't know which one is a success and which one is a failure, but it will be one of those things.